Welcome back to 843 TV. It's now time for our real estate segment, which we have every month here on Spring Island's episode of 843 TV. We're joined by John Strother, who is the broker in charge at Spring Island Realty. Thanks for being with us today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So first I want to talk about a home site feature that you guys have. It's lot 6 at Bee Tree Drive. Tell us about that.
Oh, it's a tired phrase, a fantastic home site.
They're all pretty fantastic.
I know they are. It's like, wow. It's about 2.5 acres. It's a narrow lot that flares out onto a pond. It's called Deep Pond, and it's just full with brim, and it's looking down a par 5. So you have the pond and a par 5. It's really unusual to have that clean and clear view here. Great trees, live oak trees, palmetto trees, Spanish moss hanging down. I mean, it's just really fantastic site, and it's close to the golf club. It's about as nice as they.
That's nice to be that close to the golf course and have the pond right out in front if you want to fish or whatever.
Yeah, and all that quiet and solitude. There are houses to each side of it, but you can't, like all the homes here, you can't see them there because of the nature curtains. And it's just a really fantastic site. We had Frederick and Frederick. They were here one day, and I was talking to them. I said, well, you ought to go by this site and look at it. I said, it's really neat, and why don't you just kind of whip me up something, you know, whip up a home. And, I don't, you know, they're from Buford, and it's a husband and wife team, and so Michael said, oh, okay. And sure enough, a couple days later, he sent me this just gorgeous home. It's all glass, you know, viewing down the view feature with outdoor fireplaces, screened-in porch, indoor fireplaces, just a really incredible modernistic structure, because I wanted to show something that was different from what most people consider to be the Spring Island style. And they're just fantastic to work with, really innovative people.
And I'm sorry, go ahead.
Has Frederick and Frederick designed other homes out here on Spring Island?
They have. They've designed quite a few.
Have they?
Yeah, and they're all different. They're all specific to the person, and so they encourage the person to get what they want, not to pull back and be like every house around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Some of these communities, you kind of think that everybody's all the homes have been cut from the same mold, so it's great to see some individualistic approaches to the homes.
Exactly, and to deal with somebody that just is so encouraging.
Right.
Because they both are, Michael and Jane are they're fantastic.
And what is the list price on that lot?
That's a big one. That's $50,000. So
okay.
It's, you know, that's a real buy.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
It is, yeah.
And now let's talk about another home, a home feature on Spring Island here called the Trust Home. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, this is a real interesting scenario. We have a man here who's a very generous guy. He moved here 20 years ago. He likes to tell the story that he came here, people trying to get him to come here because of the nature aspect and everything. This would be perfect for you, Joe. You should come here. And so he came and he liked it. He went to a party and woke up the next morning. He had a contract in his pocket. He bought a lot. And so he tells that story all the time. It must be true. And they lived here 20 years, and he was the first president of the Spring Island Trust. Okay. And that's the people that oversee our nature preserves and the art programs and all that. And so he moved to Charleston to be closer to medical care and things like that, and he just decided to donate his home to the trust.
Wow.
And so the trust said, well, here, what do we do for this? And I said, well, let's put it on the market. We'll have some open bids for it, you know, and we'll just examine which is the best bid. And so for the next week, it'll be on the market. We've had several offers come in already. And it's just you know, that's a wonderful gift. I mean, it's listed at $995 for him to give to the Spring Island Trust. He believes in it so much. He's just such a great, classy guy. You know, that's
and that speaks to the passion that the residents have for this place.
Well, it is. I mean, you heard that in Janet and Lori. People love this place.
Wow.
They can't get enough.
The first time we ever taped here, we were at the River House, which is right down the road here.
Yeah.
And I wanted you to talk about some amenities that are here, and that's one that's kind of a hot topic right now. So tell us what's going on with the River House.
It is. We're running three months behind schedule on redoing. It just got finished. We've almost finished it now, and it was a complete redo. And the River House is our dining facility. and the gathering room is where people go just to read the paper and hang out and play cards and have informal meetings and things like that. So we're on the river. It's this old building. It looks like an old building. It's only 20 years old. Wood walls, all the works of art in there, original works of art that came from our visiting artist program here. The visiting artists always leave a work of art. So that's just chock full of just wonderful artwork, and we just redid the whole place and added a bar. There was no bar here, and so we had this real nice bar for casual seating, and it's a series of rooms. So you have the bar, so that's our most casual dining. And then you come on up here, we have 2 or 3 rooms. And the farther back you get, the more formal the dining gets, and the more formal the decorating gets.
Yeah.
So,
well, it was really nice before. And
yeah.
What was the renovation?
I think it was around $1.5 million.
So I can't imagine what it looks like now. I can't wait to tape there next time.
Next week, or next month, we'll be doing that. And J. Banks Design.
And they're top notch, obviously.
Yeah, did the design work. And Fraser Construction did the construction. They did a fantastic job. And so we did it during what's our high season. So this is all going on, you know, while people are here and everything. And it really lent an air of excitement here, you know, because usually you try to do things in the off season so people don't see the work that goes into it.
Something new is always exciting.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's fantastic.
Well, we've really enjoyed being here today, and the stables are beautiful, and people at home, well, I'm sure will see that and just know what a special deal this is here to be a part of this and be a member. So thank you for having us again.
No, it's my pleasure.
Yes, sir. And thank you for watching 843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Wayne Morris with WHHI TV. You're spoiled, aren't you? So be sure you stick with us. We'll be right back with 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.
He's fighting back, isn't he?